Guys, it's me Tahili and it's that time again, Thought for Tuesday. So, welcome back. Today's Thought for Tuesday is about kindness and inclusion, something that it touches me very deeply right now because we are currently in a lockdown that is approximately 4 months. I think this week makes it 4 months now. And I have come to notice that, this is just my observation, that by virtue of the fact that we are isolating and, we're told to keep in these small groups and, stay home and everything, all of the right advice, all of the right counsel, somehow along the way, we have lost our ability to connect, to, to really connect and laugh and talk with people again. We do it, but it's like within your circle, within your pod. And I want to encourage you today to tune in to that aspect of yourself, or to tune into the sensitivity or the empathy that lies within all of us, to kind of be aware when maybe perhaps you need to be more mindful of your friends and your family that may be a little too isolated and too disconnected and probably are in need of a little bit of kindness and inclusion. And kindness and inclusion can take many forms. Kindness can be something as simple as just, every day just sending a good morning text, how are you? And not just saying, how are you? But really wanted to know, how are you? Following up on certain things. Maybe they told you that they had, it might be a small event to you, but maybe they told them, okay, I have some work going on at home today, so can't really talk. Maybe even if it's WhatsApp, they just maybe not talk, or maybe they're just not in a position to talk mentally. And you follow up and you're like, hey, how did that work at home go? How did that work that you wanted to do go? That kind of thing. Keep them in that place where they're going to constantly be engaged. Because some of us are going through a place that we feel so disconnected. We need somebody to just bring us back a little bit into this world, into this space. Pull me out of my shell a little bit. Now, I'm not saying that that's your responsibility, but it's about service. So it's about being your brother's keeper, and being kind and being aware enough and being mindful of how do I approach this person that they don't feel like a pity party, or they feel like they're a burden to you. Their feelings is what I'm asking. Inclusion can be simple things as just sharing what's going on in your life. From the outside looking in, many people's lives seem perfect. I had an experience a few weeks ago where someone messaged me to ask me something, and they sent me a voice note. And without asking me if I was okay, they said, I won't ask if you're okay because I can see that you're going well. And they're going based on what is shared, what I share on social media, etc. And in my career path, my life calling, because what I do for a living, I do believe that I was meant to do it. I left a corporate job, when I say corporate administrative work, to do this because I love this so much. I am in the process of sharing motivation, not sad stories, okay? So that doesn't mean that everything's going great in my life. And it just means that even if I'm wearing a tough time, I wear a tough time with a smile. Because I have to. How else am I supposed to move forward? And sometimes these smiles can be mistaken to be like, life is great. No, I want you to take the time to not assume things about people and to ask, how are you doing? And wait for that response. Let that person decide to share with you, or maybe not share with you, and give them the opportunity to really expand on how they feel, and instead feeling like, well, I can't tell her this now because now she thinks I'm doing so great, I just better keep up the act then. Not saying that everybody's doing that, but you get where I'm coming from. So that's where I'm talking about a little bit in kindness. Ask how you're doing. Just follow up. Just be more aware of how can I just add value to somebody's day? How can I smile at that stranger and make them feel good about themselves? And there is a way for the smile to reach your eyes even with a mask on. Do I have a mask nearby? No. But I think I should. Yeah, look at this. Let's see, I have this on. You can still see the smile, right? That's what we want to practice. To still see that smile beyond the mask so that we can really connect with people. That's kindness. Inclusion. Share what's going on with your life. I talked about that. Even if in a WhatsApp group, now I'm asking to share everything, but share some things. Talk about, hey guys, we're doing this event, we're going to do a 5K. Or when I say we, maybe you and another friend and you share with them how the experience was like, even if you're not inviting them, because of course, in COVID times, we want to maintain our numbers, not increasing, going beyond 5, but just share your experience. It was this, this is the plan, and why don't we do a little virtual something, and so that we could all keep tabs on each other. And the keeping tabs on each other will work in multiple ways, and 2 ways are: 1, you get motivated; 2, you're motivating somebody else; and 3, you're keeping somebody out of a dark space, because exercise is very, very, very healing. So that's where I'm coming from this week with Thought for Tuesday on kindness and inclusion. We talked about the disconnection and detachment that is happening by virtue of what it is. And we want to find ways to make sure that we stay connected. So we have to find ways to stay connected and not just present that facade on social media that we want the world to see. But let's go beyond the mask, not just this one, but they want this one. This is also a mask. And this is the mask that fools a lot of people. Right? So, can we do that for each other? Can we be each other's keeper? I want to invite you to be that person who is willing to go beyond the surface and really explore. Let me really find out how Katie is doing today. Let me really find out how T. Healy is doing today. Let me really find out how Stacy is doing today. Just ask that question. Really ask, not assume. That's my thought for Tuesday, friends. Thank you so much for listening. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Namaste.